Phoenix, Arizona, 2017. Some killers announce themselves. They taunt police. They crave recognition. Others hide in plain sight. In late 2017, Phoenix became the hunting ground for a man who didn't fit the profile. No manifesto, no warning, no public panic. For 3 weeks, people were shot and killed across neighborhoods that had nothing in common except one thing: silence. Different cities, different victims, different circumstances. Police didn't tell the public there was a serial killer. By the time they knew for sure, he was already at home. This is the case of Cleophus Emmanuel Cooksey Jr. and the 8 lives he took in 21 days. Cleophus Emmanuel Cooksey Jr. was born March 25, 1982. He was the grandson of Roy L. Cooksey, a respected civil rights leader in Tucson, a legacy rooted in advocacy and justice. But Cleophus's path moved in the opposite direction. In 2001, he was convicted of manslaughter and armed robbery after taking part in an attempted robbery at a topless bar. During the crime, the bar manager shot and killed one of Cooksey's accomplices. The shooting was ruled self-defense. Under Arizona's felony murder law, that death still counted. Cooksey pleaded guilty to manslaughter and served time. Years later, he was released. And 4 months after walking free, Phoenix began burying its dead. November 27, 2017. The first shots. The first murders came late at night near Indian School Road in Phoenix. Inside a black vehicle sat Andrew Remillard, 27, and Parker Smith, 21. They were shot without warning. No robbery motive was ever established. No explanation offered. Andrew left behind a wife and a child. Police didn't know it yet, but this was the beginning. A pattern no one saw coming. December 2nd, Phoenix Salim Richards, 35, was found critically wounded by gunfire. He died at the scene. His Glock 9mm handgun was missing. Ballistics would later tell investigators that the same weapon, or one linked to it, would surface again. December 11th, Avondale Jesus Riel, 25, was found dead inside a home. He was the brother of Cooksey's ex-girlfriend. He left behind children. Despite strong suspicions, prosecutors would later decline to charge Cooksey in this murder, a decision that still leaves unanswered questions. December 13th, Glendale LaTorre Beckford, 29, was shot multiple times along a sidewalk at an apartment complex. No motive was ever confirmed. The killings accelerate. December 15th, Glendale Christopher Cameron, just 21 years old, was found suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. He died the following day. He left behind an 11-month-old son and another child who would never meet their father. That same night, Maria Villanueva, Maria, 43, was kidnapped. Later evidence would show she was sexually assaulted before being murdered. Her body was found the next day. She left behind 2 daughters. December 17th. Police were called to an apartment near 12th Street and Highland Avenue after reports of gunfire. Inside, they found Renee Cooksey, 56, and Edward Nunn, 54, mother and stepfather, both dead. Cleophus Cooksey Jr. was found nearby. When officers attempted to detain him, he reportedly threatened to slit an officer's throat. Inside the apartment, investigators found something far worse than answers. They found evidence. Personal belongings, jewelry, a stolen phone. Items tied to victims from across the valley. The spree was over. 3 women were later arrested for hindering prosecution and tampering with evidence. Desiree Coronado, mother of Jesus Rial's child Liliana Vasquez. Cooksey's ex-girlfriend, Griselda Vasquez, who admitted taking a phone from a victim's body. Police also placed Liliana Vasquez's car near 2 murder scenes. None were charged with murder. But the circle around Cooksey tightened. The trial. Cooksey's trial began in May 2025, delayed for years by the COVID-19 pandemic. He was represented by public defender Gary Barron. The evidence was overwhelming. Ballistics linking all crime scenes, DNA, stolen property recovered from his residence. In September 2025, a jury found him guilty of 8 counts of first-degree murder, armed robbery, kidnapping, attempted sexual assault. Cooksey maintained his innocence. Sentencing. On December 18, 2025, a Maricopa County jury sentenced Cleophus Cooksey Jr. to death for 6 of the murders. The jury could not reach a unanimous decision regarding the murders of his mother and stepfather. The Attorney General is still weighing whether to retry sentencing or allow life imprisonment for those convictions. In addition to death row, Cooksey received more than 9 years for non-capital offenses. He was 43 years old. Police believe there may be more victims. At the time of the killings, the public was never warned that a serial killer was operating in Phoenix. There was no public alert, no warning signs, just bodies, and a man who went unnoticed until he killed the people who raised him. 8 confirmed victims, possibly more. 21 days, 1 city, 1 silence. Some killers want to be remembered. Others leave behind only questions. I'm Johnny Black. This has been Unsaid Case Files. Because some stories were never meant to stay buried. Unsaid Case Files is independently researched and produced. No corporate backing, no network filters. Just the cases that deserve to be remembered. You can support the show by following or subscribing on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen. If you want to go a step further, share this episode with someone. New episodes are released regularly, and every follow helps keep this project alive. Thank you for listening. Thank you for remembering. And until next time, stay curious and stay aware.